Aloha, everyone, and welcome to my live tonight. There is so much going on right now, as many of you have been experiencing in the last week. So I felt like I had a responsibility to jump on here and give you a live sidereal update about how this solar eclipse tomorrow and new moon could potentially change everything. So I don't know about you, but I personally feel like I lived through a lifetime over the last 7 days. And Sunday of last week, I was like, I had a headache, and I was like, what is going on? Because I don't normally get headaches. And I looked up an astrological update, and it said there is a eclipse on Saturday, which is tomorrow. And I knew immediately, well, first of all, eclipses are always powerful, but this eclipse, wow, the energy from so many different other aspects to planets is amazing. And I wanted to share with you what is going on. So stay tuned. I'm going to do an energy clearing at the end of this informational video so we can just clear out any of the stuff that may be coming up emotionally. I feel like this new moon is behaving a little bit how a full moon might. So when we have a full moon, it draws all of the fluids up to the surface of the skin. It causes increased sensitivity. People say, oh my God, that's the time when hospitals and other places are crazy. People come in with all kinds of challenges. So when we have a solar eclipse combined with the new moon, and it happens to be in a sign, Sidereal Aries, which is intense, activational, and powerful, then we've really got a lot going on. So I want to get started. If you're ready to sit down and just tune in and get some knowledge information about what is going on in this sidereal astrological system that's true to the stars, the most accurate system on the face of the planet, and sit back. I got my couch here, relax, and let's dive into how this new moon could literally shift everything. Are you ready? All right, let's do this. I'm going to share my screen with y'all. All right, and I want to welcome you to the Blossom with Lotus Presents. Hold on one second. I'm going to fix that. I'm going to fix this live. So, you know, sometimes things don't go quite the way we plan them, but that's okay. I'm just going to fix this so you can see it properly. Okay. All right. Goodness me. How have you all been? I've been out of the loop. I've been taking time off to just get in touch, but the energies are so powerful. I had my birthday last week on Saturday. I've just been taking it all in, working with clients. I've been busy, but I just had to share with you what's going on here. So why this solar eclipse and new moon in Aries will bring about big changes and how we can prepare. So I first wanted to share that I work with clients. My business is Blossom with Lotus. I do Sidereal Astrology Mini Readings as well as energy clearing. I do past life healing. I also do ancestral clearing and healing. So if you have any blocks that you want to transform for money, for relationships, for living the life of your dreams, then truly I am happy to work with you. It gives me so much joy to help remove the blockages to your success. It's truly what I live for. So thank you, Pirate. She's in Finland. Thank you so much. And Heidi says that when she watched one of these videos and she did the energy clearing, which we're going to do here at the end, she yawned 20 times. So if you're watching this and you do some energy clearing with me, because we're going to do some at the end, and you start yawning, right? Good. That is a great, great sign. It actually means that you're releasing energy, you're letting go. And that's how the body shows that it does that. So this is a picture from one of my last video calls. It was awesome. Thank you, Blake, Heidi, April, for being a part of it. One of the biggest joys I have of doing this work is bringing together beautiful people who want to focus on positive transformation and change and empowerment. So if that's you, I'm so glad you're here. Truly, when we come together, we are so powerful. So this is what this video is all about today. We have an eclipse tomorrow and a new moon in Sidereal Aries. Why is this so powerful? So the first thing I want to share with you is that when we have a new moon, both the sun, which represents our soul essence, it represents the center of the galaxy, right? It's like the center of it all. The sun, it shines, it animates life, it warms us. So the sun and the moon, which represents our emotional feeling nature, are together on the new moon. So every new moon, sun and moon unite. That's also considered to be the masculine and the feminine, emotion and soul. So when those energies come together, we become so powerful. It's like we unite the different parts and facets of ourselves. We unite our solar light energy and we unite our lunar nurturing energies. It's just so powerful. Now you add in an eclipse and it just increases the intensity like crazy. If you can hear the dogs barking in the background, I apologize. It has kind of been crazy around here today. You know, I'm sitting here working with clients. The dogs are barking I live near an open space where there's wild animals, coyotes, owls. So when the new moon or full moon is happening, usually the dogs get a little more wild. They're chasing stuff. It's fascinating to watch, but it's another symbol and sign to me that yes, there's a lot of energy going on. So if you're watching this, I would be curious to hear, what has your last week been? You hear that? Yeah. So the energies have been a lot like a full moon. Normally during a full moon, the dogs are barking, there's more disturbances, but at a new moon, it's usually quieter, but not this new moon. This new moon is activated and it's got the energy more of a full moon. So let's get into it. So we've got 5 upcoming eclipses going on. We've got one April 30th, which is tomorrow. We've got one May 16th. So eclipses typically come in packs of 2. So something going on out there. There's probably a coyote or something. So pardon the dogs, but the energy is like that, right? You can leave a comment below if your week has been sort of like interruptions, noise, things kind of happening differently for you, right? So I've recorded about 3 or 4 trainings. I've never had the dogs come and bark like this while I was doing it. So like I said, a lot of intense energy in the air. So I just want to talk about the one that's happening. So we usually have a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse. A solar eclipse starts it off, and then there will be about a month later, the lunar eclipse, or, approximately 2 weeks when the full moon happens. So new moon is the solar eclipse, full moon, the lunar eclipse. Okay. So I just want to add that I'm using the true sidereal astrology system. And I use this system because, as you can see here, Western astrology is about 24 degrees or one whole sign degree off. So if you were to follow Western astrology, they would say the sun right now has gone into Taurus. But in sidereal astrology, the sun is actually still in Aries and will be in Aries until May 13th. And so what does this mean? It means that the energies are fiery. Aries is a sign of fire, activation, energy. It's the go get it done energy. It's athletic. Some may even say it can be combative. It is the sign of the warrior. And for me personally, I view it as the beginning of the year. the beginning where we really take action in our life, where we start the year out in its Capricorn season, it's Earth. And then we move into air, Aquarius, which is more about starting to talk to each other again, awakening from the winter. And then we move into Pisces, which is sort of like this reflective, deep inner time where we get in touch with our emotion and our intuition. And it's like we start building a seed or intention for the year. What do we want to create? What's the vision for our life and our reality? And so with Aries, I view Aries season as the time where we've had the time to gestate the idea. We've gotten clear on what it is we want to create. And now, because the sun moves into a fire sign, we have this energy to start to activate, to start to bring it alive. That's when we start really taking those action steps. We get on social media more. We start promoting. We start talking about what it is that we do. We start sharing. Maybe we really start that exercise routine. Maybe we really start that clearing practice. Whatever it is, it's all about physical action. Get up and do it with your body. Okay. So Western astrology is based on where the signs were 1600 years ago. And if you were to look through a telescope, if you were to get a Star Walk 2, which is an app that you can use on your phone or pretty much any other app, you're going to find that it's going to be one whole sign degree off from what Western astrology says. So if you look up, where is the sun tonight? And you look at that beautiful picture on your Astro app, it's going to say sun is in Aries. You're going to see the constellation of Aries and you're going to see the sun. And you're going to go, why on earth does Western astrology still say that it's in Taurus when it's actually still in Aries? I know, it's crazy. It doesn't make sense to me. So that's why I use sidereal astrology, because it's accurate to the stars. I can corroborate the information on my star app. I could, if I wanted to, buy a telescope and look up and see it. So that's why I choose this system. So today, April 29th, this was like an hour or two ago, 7:33 p.m. I just wanted to give you a visual of what's going on in the sky. So here we have a ton of planets still in Pisces. We've got Neptune, Venus, Jupiter, Chiron, which is an asteroid known as the wounded healer, which is like about our deepest wounding, the moon, and Pallas Athena, which is about how we take our leadership role forwards in life. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 planets in Pisces. Oh my God. What does that mean? So yeah, get comfortable on my couch. Pisces is all about intuition and emotion. So even though the sun has finally fully moved into Aries, which is activation, which is fire, which is action, 7 planets in Pisces means that the energy of water, because Pisces is a water sign, is really pronounced. That can mean that we still have a heightened intuitive side, a heightened emotional reactivity. We're more sensitive. The moon in Pisces is our emotional nature. Venus is our love nature. Jupiter is expansion and benefit and gift and teaching. So with so much Pisces, right? It's like we're still got a lot of water energy. However, tomorrow, the sun is already in Aries, and tomorrow at about 11:30, 11:45, the moon is going to move into Aries. So we're going to have sun and moon in Aries. So a couple warnings about this. Aries part of the body is the head. So every astrological sign rules a part of the body. So my advice is to drink lots of water tomorrow, avoid too much sun, and just be mindful of your head. Don't try and, hot-headedness is very much associated with Aries. So is acting impulsively, speaking impulsively, not caring or thinking about other people and just taking action. Those are all Aries attributes to develop, to change, to get better with. So take it easy tomorrow. Take it easy. because not only are the sun and the moon going to come together in Aries, they're going to come together and be conjunct a planet, and that planet is Uranus. And Uranus, I know it's a funny name, ha ha ha, is all about sudden change. In the same way that Aries is sort of assertive and aggressive and athletic and likes to take action and sometimes act before it's thought things through, Uranus is the impulse of change, right? If Uranus was a person, like if we were to animate all of the astrological planets and have them walk into a party, right? What characters would they be? So if Saturn were to walk into a party, he'd probably be an older gentleman with glasses, very success oriented in a suit, very somber, very stern. That's the energy of Saturn. Now, if Uranus were to walk into a party, how would you notice Uranus? Uranus would have like dyed purple hair, probably glasses on too, would probably have a portfolio about his new technology business, and like maybe even black eyeliner and a bright blue shirt. Very eccentric, right? Doesn't care about the rules of society. Uranus's plan is to bring the revolution. Uranus is here to change things up. So where Saturn is the energy of practicality, groundedness, form, structure, stability, discipline, Uranus is the energy of I'm going to come in and I'm going to change it all up. Why? Well, every so often in life, we have to change. And we have to change because we have to embrace the growth, right? The universe and us and all energy is constantly expanding and growing. And so if we want to grow and expand, then sometimes change is the best way to accomplish this. Now, see this dog, they never do this. This is like there's electricity in the air. So the other thing about Uranus is the symbol associated with Uranus is the lightning bolt. It's electricity. It's that pulse of change and like electric energy that can cause whole worlds to shift. It can be the shift, the revolution, right? The revolution is Uranus. So I feel that the sun and moon coming together in Aries, conjuncting Uranus, Aries is already about change, right? It's the impulse of spring. It's the energy of shift, of growing upwards, of changing it up, of taking action, really doing something. And Uranus is the impulse of change. And here we are at this beginning of deep spring heading into summer. So I cannot expect anything except, yes, we are going to be motivated to take action. We're going to be motivated to change things in our lives. And it's going to be an impulse of intensity, right? Because those two things coming together, three things, the sun, the moon, and Uranus, is like a lot of energy at once. Okay. So continue on here. So like I said, we have 4 planets and 2 asteroids in Pisces. Okay. So we're still having the water, which means that in a way slows down some of that Aries fire intensity. It kind of creates this watery pillow for the fire to kind of do its thing, but it's good because if there was more fire in the other planets, I would actually predict that there could be fires. So since there are not planets in fire, or there's only the sun and moon and Uranus, and there's 5 in water, I feel like that helps to balance the energy a lot. So some of the planets you can see here, I took a picture with the wonderful Star Walk 2. I love it. It's super helpful. So here is the constellation of Pisces. And you can see the moon is in Pisces. Jupiter is in Pisces. Neptune is in Pisces. And it doesn't show it, but Venus is also in Pisces. So that is Neptune, the moon, Venus. So Venus is the planet of love. It's how we express our sensuality. It's what we love to do, what we love to spend money on. So in Pisces, it could be that we're loving to spend money on intuitive gifts, on watercolors or art or music, right? Pisces is art, it's music, it's intuition, it's flowing, it's more intuitive. Jupiter, it's all about expansion and fortune. So in Pisces, that could mean we receive psychic gifts or we receive loving gifts, right? Pisces is the higher octave of Venus. So having Venus in Pisces is a beautiful energy. The moon in Pisces means that we're going to feel more nourished and nurtured by water, by emotion, by intuition. We're going to be more sensitive. We're going to be more empathic. This is all going to change tomorrow as the moon moves into Aries, because the moon changes often and it's deeply connected to our emotional state. So when that shifts, that really creates a shift in our vibe, what we feel. So with the moon moving into Aries tomorrow, you're going to feel way more energized. You're going to want to get up and go do something. You're going to feel activated. But Neptune is going to stay in Pisces and Chiron. So there's a lot of loving, gentle, watery energy to kind of support and counterbalance all of the Aries. But I do want to get into more about what the Aries energy might be like. So let's do it. So again, Pisces is emotional, magical, creative. It can be easily confused. It's this energy of sensitivity, emotion, fantasy, illusion, magic, movies, cinema, all that kind of energy. It's very flowing, very intuitive, very emotional. So that's all, as I said, going to change. And the sun and moon come together at the new moon. So at the full moon, sun and moon are exactly opposite by sign. That creates a tension, a dynamic polarity between soul self and emotional self. At the new moon, that energy activates and comes together, the sense of the sun, the sense of emotion, right? And so it's very powerful time. The new moon, both with farming and with our visions and intentions, is a powerful time for setting the seed or intention for what we want to create for the full moon. The full moon is when things grow to their peak. It's the peak time when things blossom and they flower and they come to fruition. But the new moon time is the dark time. Just like the dark, gloomy soil is the best place to plant your seed so it will grow, the new moon time is that time where the energy goes more inwards. The moon is dark, right? We take that time, we can go inside, and on a more physical level at the new moon, guess what's happening in nature? During the new moon time, the waters, right? The moon affects everything on the earth with water, from the plants to our bodies to the ocean. And so at the new moon, how does the moon affect us? Well, if you're a plant, you have something called sap, and this sap travels up and down the stalk of the plant. So at the new moon time, all that sap, which when at the full moon was at the top, now travels down into the roots. So it's a great time to set your seed, to plant seeds. If you have a garden, this is the absolute best time to get out there and put your seeds in the soil. But the first step you have to do is identify, what seeds do you want to grow? And I invite you, if you're paying attention, you're watching this tonight or in the future, and you're in that new moon window or it's near new moon time, please take the time, write down, leave a comment about what seeds you're planting. And these seeds can be your intention. I want to create more income. I would like to manifest the most amazing partnership. I would like to heal the trauma of the past. I would like to have more emotional stability, clarity, focus, connection. I would like to create the career of my dreams. I'd like to bring in more money and support myself. I'd like to travel the world. What are your dreams? Can you identify them? And then with the new moon time, Can you tune into them? And when you tune into them, what it is that you tune into becomes what will grow. It will become the seed that you plant in the soil. And then you begin to water through the phases of the moon so that when it comes to fruition at the full moon, you can say, how did my intention do? How did it grow? Did it grow the way I wanted it to? Do I need to change something? Do I need to water it more? Do I need to plant a different seed? These are all wonderful questions on the journey of life to guide us, to live in tune with the seasons, with the cycles, with our own highest self, our own God self, so that what we're creating is in alignment with our heart, our mind, our spirit. So, what do we got going on tomorrow? I thought this is a very interesting picture. So Aries, you can kind of see the constellation is a line, and then it kind of goes up a little bit here to show the, I think it's like the pineal gland of the ram, right? So we've got the sun in Aries, right? Western astrology says the sun is in Taurus, but if you look up at the sky, at the constellation, the sun is still in the constellation of Aries. In fact, it just got there last Friday. So it's just been 1 week in Aries, very beginning. Then you can see that we have Uranus. Uranus is like sudden, unexpected changes, right? It's unpredictable. It's been known that, relationships can suddenly shift. People who've been in careers for 40 years can suddenly be like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm ready to move on to something new. So if you're feeling an impulse rising up within you, kind of like the spring energy rising up within the plants, take some time. In Aries, Aries is impulsive. Uranus is impulsive. The sun, the moon, and Uranus in Aries is impulsive, right? So my biggest advice to you right now is if it's aligned, right? Heart, mind, spirit together, take action. If there's any doubt, one part of you is on the fence, slow down, take 4 breaths, pause, release, deep breath in, feel your heart, feel your body, feel yourself where you are, and just let yourself be connected before you take action. Because Aries is hot and fiery and it wants to go. It's a charger, right? The ram is the charger. But is that always in our best interest? Sometimes it's not. So I really invite you to slow down, take it easy, okay? With this intense energy. And we have an eclipse. Holy cow. So Aries again is the ram. The sun is in Aries. It just got here a week ago. It's impulsive, it's fiery, it's all about leadership. It's all about pioneering, going where other people are afraid to tread, but just charging ahead. So it's a great energy. It's a great energy for taking action, aligning to your mission, getting into gear for what you want to create. It's a wonderful energy for that. But as I said before, there's about 5 or 6 planets in water. So it's going to be a little bit more paced this year, right? That fire, get up and go is going to be a little slowed down. So just know that. It's like, okay, there's a little more water this year at this time. I'm going to slow it down, which is kind of a nice thing in a lot of ways. So here we have it again. Tomorrow, with the eclipse, the sun, Uranus, and the moon are all going to come together. So this is exciting. And the way I want to look at it is like this. Is there an area of your life that you've been seeking change? You've been crying out for it, praying for it. This could be your day. This could be your day where something moves. There's a magic with this. Give it 2 weeks because the new moon is the seed. So in 2 weeks' time, something could shift for you. It could shift on our planet, in the world scene, the world stage. It could shift individually in your own life. But look at this vibe. I mean, Aries is charging ahead. The sun is the soul energy. Uranus is revolution, right? And the moon is going to activate that all tomorrow at around 11:45. So please take a moment tomorrow and just tune in. I'm so curious to know what everyone is going to experience at that time. I'd love to hear your story. Please leave a comment below. I'd love to know what that experience will be like for you. For me personally, I hope to get outside and maybe go on a walk and just like take in that energy and transmute it. And we're going to do some energy clearing here pretty soon. So hold on and we will get to that very quickly. I want to help clear up some of that energy. There's a lot of intensity with this amount of energy. So let's do some work in about 3 to 5 minutes. All right, here we go. So we have the solar eclipse. So in ancient cultures, there's a lot of stories about eclipses, and they say that the ancient cultures didn't really understand what was happening. And so they came up with a lot of myths. Some of them are talk about dragons eating the sun and that the people had to make a lot of noise to bring the sun back, right? Some people talk about one native tribe in Africa talked about how the people believed that the eclipse was a sign that the sun and the moon got into an argument, and that the people on earth needed to bring peace to all their conflicts in order to help bring the sun and moon apart again. Okay. And so I really like that idea. And I want to encourage you, if there's any issue in your life or person, it's a good time to let it go, right? Why do you want to keep paying for what someone else did wrong to you? It's time to let it go. Because when we let go of that resentment and anger, we're free. You know, when we hold on to anger, it's like swallowing poison and expecting the other person to get hurt. Very challenging to let go when we've been hurt, right? But that's why I do energy clearing. If you want to work with me or someone else, if there's some deep emotional stuff that's coming up for you right now, I sincerely love to work with people and help you to transform those things that are blocking your happiness, your money flow, your relationships, your home life, those things that bring you happiness and joy. So here we are, the sun and moon coming together tomorrow a.m., 11:45 Pacific Standard Time, April 30th, with the eclipse, the partial solar eclipse. It will not be visible in California, but it will be happening, aligning with the planet Uranus, which is sudden, unexpected changes. The word describing what I feel is electric. This is a powerful time for you to create whatever you want to create. So here we have Uranus. It's the planet of genius. It gives people who are born with it a social conscience, great independence of mind. It makes you creative, innovative, quick-witted, or impulsive. It's the planet of awakening, individuality, and liberty. It represents invention, genius, personal power, vibrant health, intuition. It's magnetic and erratic. It's happy to break free from the social order, and it seeks to live on its own terms. Symbolizes ingenuity, originality. It's the awakener of the consciousness of humanity and the breaker of conformity. It's all about the bigger community coming together and breaking through all the static, all the stuffy old rules and laws. It changes the world for the good, but sometimes there can be chaos. So Uranus is really representative of some chaos. And the advice with chaos is sometimes we have to go through some chaos before we can create the order. Order comes out of chaos, right? It also creates greater individuality, creativity, and increases leadership skills. So depending on where Uranus is in your chart, all those energies will color your personality as well. Now, I wanted to share with you this flower because, as I said before, Aries and Uranus can create impulsivity. It can create impatience. And so this is actually impatience. Yeah, that's the name of the flower, or an impatient. And so this helps to create more attention and focus. It helps to improve learning, retention of information, reduces procrastination. If you've never tried a flower essence, they're very potent, they're very powerful. They seem very gentle, but they're strong. So this flower can promote self-confidence. It can reduce the sense of being overwhelmed. It aids in anger management, which is also another Aries challenge, improves patience and tolerance, and helps you feel calm and in control. Definitely helps children with tantrums and angry outbursts, which is something that Aries is definitely prone to. So if you're drawn to this flower, you can go to pretty much any health food store or order it online. This is a Bach flower remedy, very powerful during Aries season to help you stay calm and help you manage stress or emotional blowups. Okay. Kind of a cool flower, right? So another thing I want to mention, wow, this is an intense slide, is that Pluto, the planet of transformation, some call it the god of the underworld, right? It's associated with the sign of Scorpio, and we all know the intensity of Scorpio. So Pluto is going retrograde. And so when a planet goes retrograde, it means that we have about 6 months to kind of dive deep into the energies of that planet. It's like the backlog time. So if you have old intensity stuff, if you have old trauma, if you have old deep pain, this is a fantastic time, the next 6 months, to make an intention to start to heal the past, to let go of that old pain, to let go of all the old things that no longer serve you. You know, were you hurt by someone? Do you feel bad about, whatever it is, letting it go will create more room and more space for you to grow. And like the phoenix or the butterfly, create transformation. So out of death, Pluto is associated with death, comes rebirth. So there's nothing to fear about death. It's a transformational process. But with Pluto retrograde, in addition to Uranus, the sun, and the moon in Aries, talk about intensity, right? We got the sun and moon and Uranus in a fire sign, activation, energy moving forwards. Then we've got Pluto going into this deep retrograde. So it's going to cause a lot of introspection, a lot of deeper awareness. It's a cocoon time. The next 6 months, we're going to have a chance to deal with some of that old stuff, right? Not always fun. We are not raising our hands to sign up for this usually, right? But when we do, in 6 months' time, if you deal with it, you really focus on it, you take the action steps, you're going to transform like that beautiful butterfly, which is kind of exciting and exhilarating. So the new moon time, as I said, is the best time to identify your seed. What seed of your life do you want to plant? Do you want to increase the money in your life? Do you want to increase the relationship? Do you want to transform your emotional state? What is your goal, your outcome that you would like to create in the next 2 weeks? Because the full moon is when we check in, we tune in, and we see what seeds have sprouted, right? From that intention, did anything grow? And if it did, are we happy with what grew? Are we happy with the root, with the blossom, with the flower, with the fruit? Keep in mind, the roots always create the fruits, and the roots are associated with Pluto, right? So this is a really powerful time to do some transformational energy healing work. Truly, in any energy modality that speaks to you, I invite you to get out there, do some work on yourself, start transforming the old layers, because that's the time. That's what the energy calls for right now. So, as I said before, it's the time to identify what seed or intention do you want to plant. So in the next 2-week cycle from new moon to full moon, right, you can get in touch with what you want to create. What blossom or fruit do you want to bring forward onto this earth, right? So I promised that we would do some energy clearing, because I'd like us all in the next 2 weeks, this full moon, to be in touch with our intuition and our intention and clear the blocks to actually creating that. So I want to invite you to join me wherever you are, whenever you watch this, powerful no matter what, to just get into your seat. Maybe move your body a little bit, maybe move your shoulders, just slough out the day. Good. And we're just going to rub our hands for a moment, because the hands connect to every single organ in the body. And when we do this clearing work, we are literally activating the organs and clearing the energy out of the meridians. So I'd like you to join me. We're just going to put this last week into our hands. Oh, yeah. Was there stress? Was there tension? It's like we're building a fire, and Aries is fire. Okay, so this is a good time to build that fire, that intention. Just put all that stuff into your hands. No one's watching. You can do this in your privacy of your own home. But what has come up for you in the last week? Oh, yeah, feel in your shoulders. Yep, tension. Put all that tension down into your hands. Put the tension in your neck, the tension in your jaw, the tension in your brain and your thoughts and your emotions and your energy. Just put it into your hands and imagine that it's all getting fired up, transmuted, transformed, released and cleared, released and cleared, released and cleared. Deep breath in. Exhale, shake it out. Woo. Feel that energy moving through you, releasing and clearing, activating, releasing and clearing. Good. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. That's our preliminary. Okay. Good job. Really good work. If you're yawning, that's a good sign. Now pause for a moment. Maybe put your hands on your lap. Feel the vibration of your hands because they're probably vibrating like crazy from the energy moving through them. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then just hold up your hands and imagine you have a seed. And I'd like you to tune into your heart, tune into the connection to your soul, to your highest Christ, God self, and just allow that guidance. Allow that guidance to come to you. What do you want to create? Tune into that now. What is it? Allow that feeling in your heart to grow. You can feel it in your hands. It's like you're building a seed with your mind, with your heart and your soul. What is your vision? What is your outcome? Would you like to have more money? Would you like to have more friends? Would you like to have more community? Would you like to manifest land? Would you like to manifest a beautiful garden of life? Greater health? So just tune into that energy. What is it that you want to create? Because you are the creator. I took yell at the dog. She's really going off at an animal. So take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Just feeling that connection to your divine source, your divine self. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Imagine that intention, that seed that you want to create. What is it? What does it feel like? What does it look like? What does it taste like? Okay, good. And just feel that seed growing stronger and brighter and more beautiful, more vibrant. Your connection to yourself. Feel that image. You can see it, you can taste it, you can touch it, and then plant it into your heart. Like like your heart is the garden. And just think of something you're really grateful for. Just allow that love to go into your heart. I'm so happy. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful for all the love and the support in my life. I'm so happy, thankful, and grateful for the increased abundance. I'm so happy and thankful and grateful for the beautiful relationships coming into my life, the beautiful world, the happy people, the joy, the clarity, the peace and the calm, the centeredness. What is it? Plant it into your heart. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. I'm so happy, so thankful and grateful for all this love. Good. Planting it in your heart. Good. Exhale. Deep breath in. Breath out. Good job. Good job. Good. Now that seed is planted. You can release your hands. You can move around. And now we're going to go to work. And we're going to ask anything and everything blocking you from truly allowing yourself to receive that vision. Anything that you no longer need, the past energies, past cords, past ties, we release all of those now. We release and clear those now. Deep breath in, deep breath out. All the stress of the world, we release that now. We clear it. Anything picked up from other people, we release that now. Any heaviness, any density, anything you no longer need, we release that now. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Good. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Just put it all in your hands. Just build that fire. Just take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Build that fire. Release all that energy from all the cells of your body, from your bones, your tissues, your joints, your muscles, your bone. Release and clear on the core, on the genetic, on the soul level. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in and hold. I release all negative energy, preventing me from fully allowing my dreams to come to life. Exhale. For making my vision for my life real. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Shake it out. Good job. We're gonna do it one more time. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Just clearing out your body, the cells, your neck, your shoulder, your back, your muscles, your jaw. Shake it out. Put it into your hands. Release and clear all the energy, all the schmuck, all the heaviness on the earth that you've picked up, all the intensity of emotion in the air and the vibrations. Release and clear, release and clear, release and clear. Deep breath in, deep breath out, deep breath in and hold. I fully release all of the heaviness that I've taken on from the earth, from the world, from other people. I transmute and transform it. I release and clear it. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Exhale, shake it out. Shake, shake, shake it out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Shake, shake, shake it out. Shake, shake, shake it out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Shake it out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Do a little dance. All right, one more time. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Release and clear, release and clear. Creator of all that is commanded that all this trapped energy, all this trapped emotion, all this negative stuff I've picked up or absorbed, we command that it be released and cleared through all directions of time and space for whoever is watching this, whenever they watch it. Released and cleared on the core, on the genetic, on the soul level. Released and cleared through all the cells of their body. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Exhale. Exhale, release it, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Feel your heart, let it grow, let it grow, let it grow, let it grow. And imagine this earth, the beauty you'd like to create, the flowers, the blossoms, the love, the fulfillment, the money. Imagine money, abundance showering you, the blocks to it releasing, the things you desire coming to you, everything aligning to your highest and best destiny. Highest and best self. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Then expand your heart, expand it. Deep breath out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Creator of all that is, it is commanded a complete unconditional love healing for all beings in all directions of time and space. For anyone who ever watches this video, creator of all that is, it is commanded a complete unconditional love healing for them now, please, through all directions of time and space. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it's done, it's done. Show us. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Creator of all that is commanded complete unconditional love, energy clearing and healing for all beings who ever watch this video. May their energy be cleared, may their aura be cleared, may all rips, cracks, and tears be repaired. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Creator of all that is commanded complete unconditional love healing for all beings through all directions of time and space, for this earth, this realm, this world. Thank you, God. It is done, it is done, it is done. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Put your hands on your heart. Deep breath out. Just send yourself love. Remember, you are loved. You are supported. This universe loves you. Imagine all of your visions and dreams, your deepest heartfelt desires coming true, aligning with your highest self, connecting to your highest purpose, and knowing on a deep level that all of life is truly always working out for you. Always there for you, always supporting you. Feel that love. Feel that light. Allow it to surround you, to grow brighter within you and without you. How does it get better than this? I love you all so much. If you're going through any sort of shock or energy trauma, Star of Bethlehem is another flower essence that is really fantastic. And if you have felt a grand shift from learning about this information, if you're curious about sidereal astrology, if you would like to work with me one-on-one, I am offering a really fantastic special for the month of May for a 4-session transformational package where we will get in touch with your true to the stars astrology chart. And we will have 4 sessions to clear the blocks to your money, to your relationships, to what it is you're really wanting to manifest. And I love this work. I'm excited to work with you further if you would like to. And I send you all so many new moon blessings for this eclipse. Truly, change is at our door, and I wish you a complete blessing. All beings, all directions of time and space, that this happen with ease, with joy, with glory, with gentleness, where we all align to our highest destiny. How does it get better than this, y'all? So if you would like to schedule a free 15-minute session, I'll leave a link below where we can look at your astrology chart if you're curious to know what your sign is in sidereal astrology. Please subscribe to my channel. I would love to keep you updated with the newest updates in the sidereal astrological system. And if you're really wanting to go deep and really clear out some of these deep energetic blockages that have stood in your way for too long, and you're ready to increase your energy, your money, and finally manifest that relationship from the heart, I'm here to be of service. I truly love you all, and I wish you the absolute best and brightest in your life and your world. Aloha.